In this topic, we shall define national philosophies. These philosophies include African Socialism, Harambee, and Nyayoism. In particular, we are going to discuss African Socialism. We shall explain its features and analyze its impact. African Socialism is a social political system that has its roots in African values. It is based on ideologies that are drawn from African traditions. This philosophy incorporates foreign values and ideologies that were deemed useful. How did it come about? African socialism existed in African traditional societies. Kanu Manifesto of 1963 borrowed heavily from existing indigenous African socialism. The ideas of African socialism were published in Sessional Paper No. 10 of 1965 entitled African Socialism and its Application to Planning in Kenya. This philosophy was coined by the Kenyan leader who intended to use it to achieve development in the nation. There were several reasons that made the government to adopt African socialism as a national philosophy. This included the leaders wanted to create a new society different from the colonial one. The leaders wanted to create a society free from social economic inequalities, racism, and oppression. The leaders desired to create a just and human society in which all were considered equal before the law. The leaders decided to create a united and free Kenya where individual rights and freedoms would be recognized. To achieve high and growing income per capita. African socialism is characterized by the following features. Political democracy. It stresses that all people are politically free and equal. Mutual social responsibility. It demands that Kenyans be motivated by the spirit of service and not greed for personal gain. Various forms of ownership. This advocates for free enterprise which allows private ownership of property. It did not reject nationalization policy where the government controls and owns key industries. Equity. The state should ensure equal opportunities to all citizens. Progressive taxation. It advocates for the gap between the rich and the poor being narrowed. The wealthier members of the society should pay higher taxes. The application of African socialism as a philosophy has affected the society in many ways. Some of these are promotion of democratic processes. This has been realized, for example, through the establishment of multi-party system of government. Building of a society where human dignity is upheld and respected. It has promoted a sense of service and patriotism by upholding the policy of mutual responsibility. It has helped to promote African cultures. Agricultural development has been realized. It has promoted social development in education and health sectors.